What is up, guys? I am Lincoln. This is Dread Captures. I need you to look at this immediately. A viewer from Georgia submitted his trail cam footage, and it appears it's just a bear looking in a trail cam. Or is it? Okay, the more I look at it, the more I see, but I barely noticed anything. But then I noticed the eyelashes, and I thought, very well manicured bear. Watched it again, I noticed the eyes look human-like, on down to what I thought was a snout. I wish we could see more of that. The ridges on its nose, right down there, like almost, I don't know, I was going to say scale-like, but maybe that's just what it looks like up close. The longer I look at it, the longer I can tell it's not a bear. But what is it? The guy that sent it in doesn't know. He wants us to figure it out. He did say in the mountainous part of Georgia that he lives that there is talk of Bigfoot. He's not much of a believer, but he has definitely heard rumblings of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, other type creatures in his area. Anyhow, I don't want to beat this clip over the head because it's not very long, but I want to know what you guys think. Yeah, this was a casual hunting photo until you notice what was staring back at you. Posted on X in May of this year, a hunter and his buddy were finishing up their trip when his friend snapped a picture of him walking up this hill. As they were going through all their photos, look in the background. Correct, those are eyeballs. And you can even see the silhouette of some type of figure. You know the online sleuths are on the case? And that's kind of where I live. I'm not saying it's the clearest glimpse of a living Bigfoot. I just want to know what the heck it is. For me, the figure kind of feels aware, almost with the look of like, oh crap, the flash on this camera exposed me. Unless we forget, even if this isn't Bigfoot and it's a mountain lion or something else, like, that's scary too. We know a mountain lion will stalk you. We don't know what Bigfoot will do. Bigfoot might give you a hug. Anyhow, share your theories with me on this one. What are you doing if you hear a late night noise on the porch and you see this at your back door? Supposedly taken in a quiet neighborhood in Chicago, a man hears some ruckus on his porch and walks over and sees this thing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this thing looks real to me. You know, I don't know what it is, but the guy who covered this clip in one of his videos says that it was a head of a dog or something wolf-like. And I just can't quite get behind that. Honestly, if I'm really keeping it real, it looks like an ostrich. I mean, to me, it looks like it has a beak. Yeah, it's weird looking, and if it was at my back door, I'd be freaked out, but that leads me to my next point. If that was at my back door, I wouldn't whip out my phone. I don't know, the weird, unblinking face. I will say this, and let me know if you noticed it, but look at this set of eyes off to the right. That's a little creepy. Unless that's the family dog, like in the background. Don't let him in. I don't know. Would be creepy if it was at my back door. Don't think it's real. Okay, this next clip is hysterical. Let me give you a little backstory. So a lady books for her kid's birthday, her 6-year-old daughter's birthday, I believe, a Bigfoot. Call the place up, Bigfoot will come. She's thinking, this is a great idea. It was not a great idea.
Did you guys hear that? Am I making that up?
Whoa, whoa!
I mean, it is utter chaos. The kids are everywhere. They're crying. All of them. I mean, oh, The lady did say that, like, she thought, oh, like, Bigfoot will be cute. Like, it's a girl Bigfoot. It comes with balloons and a hat and something else. Oh, a tutu. She's like, yeah, this would be great. She'll love it. I mean, I just thought this was hysterical. Let me give you the rundown of this photo before you try to decipher it. This is the wife texting her husband saying so-and-so saw a ghost walking down his hallway. He couldn't see the face, he told his wife, and she said she saw the same thing. The guy remembered he took some pics of his son in November and noticed something weird in the background. Well, this is the thing they think they saw. Yeah, what the heck is that? Now, the text message started talking about ghosts, and this was found on a paranormal page. However, I think we have a full-blown intruder. Like, that could very well be the ghost, but if you ever see something like that in one of your photos, you need to call 911 because someone's in your house. Now, some time has passed, and I believe everyone is okay from this story. If we're entertaining the paranormal side, what the heck is this? Because you gotta think, the dad is taking the pictures of the kid. If there were a man standing in his kitchen in his view of his camera, he would probably have seen him. At first glance, for me, it was hard to not see a man with a tucked-in shirt, a belt line, some slacks, and just a blurred-out face. I've looked at this a lot, so I could see how it might be someone turned and looking at a cabinet. A guy on Reddit said that is absolutely not the case. He lightened it, zoomed in, and the cabinet is actually shut, even though it kind of looks open. I'm curious to your thoughts. Is this someone that's looking at us? Are they facing away? Do we think it's a ghost? Is it an intruder? Let's talk about it in the comments. This one really has me intrigued. Years after it first appeared online, the creator behind a particular Bigfoot clip finally admitted the truth. And this was a famous Bigfoot clip. The so-called yellow-top Bigfoot, one of my favorites. Well, it was never real, just a man in a suit, all part of a short film promotion staged with a costumed actor. When it made its rounds on YouTube in 2009, the video had a very different effect. Shot in the woods near Colorado's Rocky Mountain National Park, it showed a figure with pale yellow hair on its head moving through the woods. People went nuts. And like I said, this was famous. Some viewers immediately compared it to the legendary Patterson-Gimlin film. The creature was a little smaller in this one, and, walked with an awkward gait and had arm proportions much closer to a human's than the Patterson-Gimlin film. Nevertheless, for years, it stirred debate. My take is that even knowing that it's fake, it's just a good reminder how easily a simple, well-placed hoax can ignite curiosity. How do you guys feel about it? Does the fact this one was confirmed fake make you more skeptical of other sightings?
What the fuck was that?
Fish.
Go get your hat.
Normally, I think these are funny. Like, I think it's the barramundi that are in that river that are jumping all over and they're hitting people and everyone's laughing. This isn't funny. I mean, he gets absolutely rocked. Look at this.
What was that? What the fuck was that?
Fish.
Go get your hat.
I mean, poor guy. He doesn't look like he's in the mood either. I mean, he's bleeding. Props to him for actually taking this. You hear his wife or girlfriend, are you okay? No, honey, he's not okay. It is just crazy timing. And I love how the subreddit is mildly infuriating. That's perfect for this. Like, yeah, now you might not want to eat your ice cream. Unless you're one of my children, they'd definitely eat it. But you can't be too mad at it because it's so cool. This was a calm day of drone flying until this stepped out of the forest. A man in Maine was flying his drone over a remote lake hunting for a new fishing spot. He definitely wasn't hunting for this. That evening, while reviewing the footage, he spotted it. At the tree line, a tall, dark figure, up on two legs. To say he was shocked was an understatement. He rushed back out there at the crack of dawn the next day, took the drone up, but nothing, not even a trace. He went to the area and looked around, no footprints, nothing. The footage quickly made its way online, believers calling it possible proof of Bigfoot in Maine's wilderness. Skeptics clapping back that it could just as easily be a man in a costume. Personally, I think the scenario is plausible either way. Either this guy caught an extraordinary camera capture of an incredible creature, or he and his buddy Jimmy had a couple of beers and said, hey, let's get you in a Bigfoot costume and put the drone up and put that bad boy online. So, if it was a genuine sighting, or they were just looking for attention, I'd say mission accomplished. At the start of COVID, a man took his family to the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. Admittedly, he and his family aren't really mountain people, but there wasn't much to do at this time. They were all bored at home and thought that the mountains could provide a little adventure. And boy, were they right.
Get in the house. Get in the house.
After telling his family to get in the house and stay safe, the man takes off after the creature. And this is where it gets stranger. You can tell the creature does not like being chased. It's a little frantic in the woods here. All of a sudden, it starts letting out these noises. The man keeps the camera rolling to catch what he can. But at the end of the day, we still don't have any answers. What do you think this guy caught in the Virginia woods? A young couple put a motion-activated camera in their home after some weird things had been happening around it. Well, your suspicions perhaps might be right. Goodness. What appears to be a small child has wandered into the frame. I'll speak for myself here, but I'd rather see an axe murderer than a child apparition. I mean, kid ghosts, man, they freak me out. Myself and the homeowners might get lucky though, because when they uploaded this to Reddit, like 70% of the comments were saying that this is just a bug. I mean, still putting the place up for sale. It's probably pretty obvious where this clip is going, as we see a doe in the foreground with a buck lurking in the background. As the doe leaves the screen, we see the male approach and check out the camera. He eventually disappears out of camera view, reappearing at the top right of the screen in the background. Pay close attention. He's locked in on something. There it is. He and another buck are battling. I watched this a few times, and it looks like our guy was able to run off the other potential mate. Our next video comes from Scott Carpenter, a systems administrator from Maryville, Tennessee, who has a passion for amateur Sasquatch research. One day, when he was leaving the feeding station, where researchers leave food to try to get a DNA sample or get the Sasquatch on a trail camera, he had a back trail camera filming from behind him, which he would review later when he got home. While reviewing the footage, Scott noticed a dark shape moving in the background. Upon closer inspection, he realized that it was not a Sasquatch, but something he had never seen before. A dogman. Despite the skepticism of critics, Scott was convinced that there was a living being in the footage. He said he could see its nostrils opening and closing with each breath. The sudden realization that he was right there. He was so close to this unknown creature. It was both terrifying and exciting. Even though he was a researcher and he loves cryptids of all sorts, he was a little scared for his safety. He was worried that he had gotten this beast on camera and the beast knew it. It actually took him several weeks to recover from the shock. And while many people don't believe Scott, he is adamant about what he saw. So much so that he carries a gun at all times now, and especially when he goes into the woods. This was Scott's first encounter with a dogman, and it opened his eyes to the reality of the dangers that come with researching the unknown. Sometimes, if you go looking, you might find something you don't like. However, it has also sparked his curiosity and made him want to learn more about this mysterious dogman. Let me know if any of you have had any dogman encounters. They are plentiful out in the west of the state I live in. Warning: the following video contains graphic content that may not be suitable for all audiences. If you are easily offended or disturbed, it is recommended that you do not watch this part. It's really just a dead whale carcass with amazing animals coming to pick off of it. Anyhow, check out this incredible game camera capture of wild coastal wolves, bears, and eagles feasting on a washed-up humpback whale carcass. This whale washed ashore on British Columbia's west coast. It's really cool to observe the fascinating scavenging process of these creatures. We can see a bear appears. He probably has first right of refusal. As he pulls at the whale, look at how small he is compared to the whale. He seems to get his fill and then he heads off. Quickly we see a wolf come in for a bite. Now, first of all, this wolf is beautiful. A healthy wolf, its face and neck with some darker browns and black in it. Wow, she's gorgeous. She pulls and nibbles before giving away to some bald eagles. The national bird and symbol of the United States of America, representing freedom, patriotism, and strength. The eagles get their fill of whale meat before flying off. Again, just an amazing look into the scavenging process and all of the benefits provided by the sad demise of the humpback whale. This next video might be one of my favorite ones that I've ever seen. A man was out hunting near Gladwater, Texas in 2020, and he heard the sounds of a distressed animal somewhere in the woods. As he followed the sounds, he came to an abandoned oil pit from the 1930s. In it laid a badly decomposing hog and a younger hog that was stuck, but still alive. The compassionate hunter decides to try to get him out with a rope and quickly realized how dangerous this was going to be. The hunter couldn't risk falling into the oil pit himself, so he looked around and eventually grabbed an old tire to help shore up his footing. As he works to get him out, the pig is exhausted, on the verge of drowning in the thick oil. The hunter finds a stick and is trying to use some leverage to get him out. The hunter can be heard encouraging the hog, "Come on, buddy, help me out here," as the hunter refuses to give up. 30 long minutes have passed and the man has been working both sides of the oil pit trying to free this hog. He has just now finally gotten the hog to be able to move himself, just a little. They're both exhausted. And just as soon as the hog seems like he's about to be freed, he almost slips back deeper into the sludge. The man crawls around to the front and uses his bare hands to try to get the hog out. The oil has sat there for dozens of years and is thick and slimy. And wouldn't you know it, one final good push and the man is able to free the hog. You see, he almost actually falls back into the sludge, but eventually scampers off into the woods. I mean, what a crazy and incredible thing to stumble upon in the woods. I know that hog was grateful, and I hope he's able to make a full recovery and somehow get all of that oil off of himself. The hero hunter from Texas said, quote, I decided that I have harvested many a hog, and since I have the chance to save one, I should. The rescue took me 40 minutes and was considerably dangerous because I was sinking along with the hog. I eventually freed the animal to both of our reliefs. However, I will say the rescue cost me my entire hunting season because it ruined my hunting clothes and gear. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to replace my clothes or gear, but if given the chance to do it again, I would. That's the spirit of a true outdoorsman. This is just a great spot for a trail cam. This capture here shows a bobcat using a fallen tree as a bridge. The guy seems pretty relaxed now, but he won't be in a second. There's an alligator nearby. And towards the end of the clip, he gets the surprise of a lifetime. Let's watch it again. You can see the eyes shining, revealing the gator's location. Yikes. But the bobcat, with his sure footing and all, slinks off into the night and lives to see another day. Poachers and trespassers on hunting properties are a big problem in a lot of places. Too lazy to ask for permission or rent the land. Some don't even have a hunting license. So in this video, it's good to see one of them get what is coming to him. As the man walks through the woods, you can hear a loud bang. Let's watch it again. If you look closely, the landowner has rigged up a booby trap that, when triggered, will spray paint all over this man. Hilarious. All on the side of his face. His rifle, his coveralls. Maybe that'll make him think twice. This clip is amazing. What a capture. Taken in Arizona, the trail cam footage shows a beautiful mountain lion next to a little stream. The capturer says he's been tracking this stunning mountain lion for months. The lion is a huge adult male, the largest one observed on this man's trail camera by far. The lion can be seen examining a scent marking left by a female in estrus just 2 days prior. This video offers up a rare treat, as mountain lions are often challenging to capture on camera, mostly due to their roaming territories that can span tens of miles. And it is not uncommon for a lion to avoid revisiting the same location for months at a time. However, the presence of the female is believed to be the reason why the observer continues to see the male. I'd bet on that. Anyhow, just an incredible capture. I mean, what a beautiful lion. This is a crazy video. Drone footage taken from Cannock Chase District in England shows a strange sight. A young girl in the woods in what appears to be a hospital gown or nightgown. As the drone flies by, you can see the girl from the aerial view. What is she doing down there? She's so out of place. Paranormal investigators flock to the area, and many think that this is a real-life Samara Morgan, the antagonist character from the Ring series. I'm interested in a follow-up to know what she is doing down there. She seems really creepy, and the young girl from the Ring has always freaked me out. I'm interested to know if you guys have heard anything about this. A good Samaritan walked upon as he does. He points the deer in the direction he needs to run, and off he goes. Just an amazing, helpful capture. At the time of this research, the photo I'm going to show you at the end of this video is only 1 day old. The Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Group are investigative journalists and Bigfoot enthusiasts that document their findings on their YouTube channel. RMS received a submission from a family that spent some time in Washington State, and while they were there, they had an encounter with a figure they can't explain. I'll show you the footage of the area and read to you the letter RMS received, with the picture attached. Dear RMS, we used to live in Pierce County, Washington, but due to work commitments, we moved to New York. Our house in Pierce had a good-sized piece of land in the back, and we used to set up trail cameras for our 3 kids to capture the wildlife and the birds that visited. One day in August of 2020, we checked the camera and stumbled upon a strange photo. It was a humanoid-shaped figure that was captured by one of our trail cams. We're not sure what to make of it, but it looks like a long-haired, hairy figure. Do you think it could be a Yeti or a Bigfoot-like being? We've since upgraded our personal computer systems, and the photo was saved in a folder on our old PC. To be honest, we had forgotten all about it until now. We thought we'd share it with you guys and see what you thought. If you do find out any more information and decide to share it online, please keep our surname private. We are not looking for any attention. As I said, the photo just sits in the folder on our PC, and we've considered deleting it for good. But if you guys have any thoughts, please let us know. Thanks and kind regards. Rocky Mountain Sasquatch said the first thing that they do when they receive a Bigfoot video or photo that appears to be new and unique, one of the best ways to determine its authenticity is by posting an article or a video about it. And they say, man, it doesn't take long for one of the many armchair Bigfoot researchers to reach out to them with information on where it came from, why it's fake, why it's real, and sometimes they even come up with some good information. One of the researchers has been searching for clear and open footage of Bigfoot for most of his life. He said he's usually able to recognize when something is truly new and unique. And that's why he uploaded this new game cam photo that he found particularly interesting. They released this photo 1 day ago, and no one seems to have seen it before outside of the original submitters. To me, it appears to be bipedal, covered in hair obviously. It's more slender than I would imagine, but maybe it's not fully grown, it's a teenager or adolescent. I will say the hair coming off its head kind of looks strange, but I have no reason to discredit the original poster. Anyhow, I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you all think of this photo? Is it legit? Or do we have another well-orchestrated hoax?